Welcome to the Beer Bar Inventory software. This software can be used in any beer bar and restaurant. This software will be helpful to keep record for the customer, suppliers, purchase, sell, to generate a bill and also to maintain a stock. This is the form which shows us all the today's receipt from client. This will show us today's payment for suppliers. And this is the product details form which shows us all the product name, its quantity, sell rate and stock. Basically, it consists of the four models: master model, transaction model, miscellaneous, and report. First one is master model, which has various forms like company, city, supplier, customer, table name, product group name, and product. First one is company, which is used to keep basic information about the company, like name, proprietor name, address, state, city, phone number, email ID, VAT number, and CST number. We can update this information as required. Next form is city form, which is used to keep information about the city. So by double clicking this row, we can get the information and update the information as required. As you can see, record is updated. Next form is supplier form, which is used to keep basic information about the supplier, like supplier name, address, city, state, phone number, and email ID. So after filling all this information, we can save the record. From view option, you can see all the supplier. You can search by customer name, by city, by double clicking this row, you can get this information in form and update the information as required. As you can see, record is updated. Next form is customer form, used to keep basic information about the customer, like customer name, address, city, state, and phone number. From view option, you can see list of a customer. Also search by customer name, by city, next form is table name, used to make entry for the table in bar and restaurant. Next is product group name form, used for keeping information for group name. From view option, you can see list of a product group name. Next form is product form, which is used to make entry for the product according to group. It's pack, number of quantity in per each case, sell rate, from view option you can see list of a products and also search by product group name. Next module is transaction module, which has various forms like purchase, purchase return, sell, sell return, payment and receipt. First one is purchase form, used to keep the information about the purchase like supplier bill number. From this list you can select supplier name, transaction type like cash, check and DD. This is the list of a product. You can search by name. So if you want to purchase this last item, by double clicking this row you can get this. Next is quantity. Quantity indicates number of cases and number of bottles indicates number of bottles in each case. Its rate, VAT amount, total VAT amount and gross amount is calculated. We have to enter value for cash discount if any, and value for paid amount. So after filling all this information we can save the record. So after record is saved, as you can see the number of quantity for this item is increased. From view option you can see all the purchase details, and by double clicking this row you can get the information in form and update the information as required. So if you enter paid amount greater than total amount, it will show you the message like this. You can see record is updated. Next form is purchase return. So from view option you can see all the bills. By double clicking this record, all the information will be there in this form. So if shopkeeper wants to return some item to the supplier, can be done through here. Now return quantity is 3. As you can see, quantity for this item is decreased. Next form is cell form. From this list, you can select customer name, table name, transaction type, item to be per cell, quantity, cash discount if any, otherwise zero, and paid amount. As you can see, after this record is saved, stock is decreased. From view option, you can see list of all cells. So you can update the record. Next form is cell return form. From this view option, you can see all the bills. So if customer want to return some item, this can be done through here. Next form is payment form. Used to save information about the payment, like paid amount, balance amount. After entering value of amount as 700, balance amount is decreased. From view option, you can see all the details for payment. Next form is receipt form. Used to save information about the receipt. From view option, you can see list of a receipt. Also, you can search by bill number. Next model is miscellaneous model, which has various forms like expenses type and expenses. Expenses type is used to keep information about the expenses type. From view option, you can see various expenses type. Next model is expenses, which is used to keep information about the personal expenses. From view option, you can see expenses details. Next model is report. which has various report like this. First one is product stock report, which shows us the stock for product according to group name, SPAC, pieces, sell rate, and stock. So total available stock in restaurant and bar is this much. Next is product name wise stock report. So for whiskey, this is the available stock in restaurant. Next is day wise sell stock report. So from this date to this date, this much is the stock is sold. For this bill number. Next report is day wise purchase stock report. Which shows us this much stock is purchased from this date to this date. Next report is purchase report. Purchase report bill number wise. So for bill number 6, this is the report having list of particulars. Next is purchase report supplier wise. Purchase report product name wise. So for this product, this is the sell report. Next is sell report. Sell report bill number wise. This is the bill report for bill number 2, which has list of particular. Next is sell report customer wise. Sell report day wise. So for only today, this is the sell report. Sell report product name wise. For this product, this is the sell report. Next is sell report table name wise. So for table number 6, this much is the sell done for today. Next report is receipt report. Shows all the receipt for today. Also paid amount and balance amount. Next is receipt report customer wise. So for this customer name, this is the balance amount and receipt amount. Receipt report bill number wise. Next is payment report, which shows all the payment for today. Next is payment report supplier wise. We show the payment report for particular supplier from this date to this date, and also balance amount and paid amount. Next is payment report bill number wise. Expenses report, which shows all the expenses for from this date to this date. Expenses report type wise. So for type maintenance, this is the expenses report. Next is master report day wise, which shows total purchase, total sell and expenses from this date to this date, and also total paid and total balance for purchase and total paid and total balance for sell. Next is message today's receipt, shows today's receipt from client. Today's payment. Next is customer, all customer report, list of all customer and their details. Next is city wise customer report. So from Nagpur city, these are the list of customers. Next report is supplier report, list of all the suppliers. City wise supplier report. So from Nagpur city, this is the list of supplier. Thanks for your valuable time.